How to sell memberships using Squarespace. Hey everyone and welcome, I hope you're all doing great. In this video I'll show you step by step how to do so, starting from actually creating the website. I'm not really going to dive deep into that part, but we're going to start there and then show you how to actually start selling your memberships. Now, before we get started, you just need to understand something, that Squarespace is not for free. Yes, you can actually go in and get a free website trial, which is going to be about 14 days, but then you will need to actually upgrade in order to use it. So just make sure you check out the actual pricing and choose a pricing point that you think is going to suit you best and allow you to accept payments. Now with that out of the way, we can just go to squarespace.com and click on Get Started from the top right corner. Next up, you can just go in and go through these steps. Click on, what your site is actually about. You can search for anything. But in my case, like I said, I'm not really going to take a lot of time here. I'm just going to click on I'm just browsing and I'm just going to pick a template. Now, it really doesn't matter what template you go for. Like, a website with restaurants, I don't really think you would need memberships for that. But anyways, I'm just going to go for this one because it looks cool and I'm quite hungry, so I'm just going to use this one. Click on start with this design and you can really pick any design that you actually like. So this is going to be the creating the actual website part done, you could say. And now let's just go in and talk about how to actually start selling memberships. Now, first, let's just discuss the things that you can actually do with these memberships. So by default, if you go to pages on your website dashboard, you're going to have main navigation not linked, and these pages are going to be accessible to everyone or no one. So if it's restricted, then it's not going to be accessible to anybody. If it's public, then everybody can access it. With memberships, however, you can actually go ahead and select a price point for specific memberships, and then you can actually go ahead and create pages with locked behind a paywall essentially, and this paywall is going to be accessible only if you have the said membership. Hopefully that made sense. If not, you can actually go ahead and understand better with the rest of the video. So once we actually do have our website, we simply just want to go to the content and memberships option within the actual dashboard. It should be right underneath products and services. So just go in and click on content and memberships. So once you click on content and memberships, you can just simply click on products, and this is going to be less crowded. Now, simply, you're going to have courses that you can create. You can have a video on demand, blog, and what's really important here for us for this video is member site, an area of your site with members only pages and content. So basically, it's going to be, like I said, a page which is not hidden, locked behind a paywall for only members. So go ahead and click on member site. This is going to be pretty much what we want. And once we do that, we simply just want to click on add member site. So we can just pick any here. I'm just going to go for the right one. And let's say this is going to be the proper one that we want. And we have member sites pricing and still things like that we still did not actually set up yet. So we're just going to pick it and give it a name. So let's just name them based off of tiers. Let's say we want to create 3 different tiers, okay? Or actually, let's just do 2. I'm just going to do silver members, okay? Let's just name it that. I'm not really creative, so I'm just going to keep it as that. And then you just want to hit enter. Now here we have the different settings and options for this membership plan, you could say. And let's just call it plan. It's a lot easier this way. So pricing plans, if we just select this, we can actually go in and start selecting a proper pricing plan, which I actually am going to do. So I'm just going to click on create new from the top right corner. And this, I'm just going to name it silver subscription. There you go. And then this is going to have a description, which is optional, but I really recommend that you do give it a proper description, letting people know exactly what they're paying to get. Be honest with them, be truthful with them, let them know exactly what they will be getting once they actually pay for this subscription. So next up, we actually do have the benefits included. So this is why the description is optional, but I still prefer to have a description all the time. You have benefits included, so you can feel free to remove the ones that are set automatically for you. And then you can just click on add a benefit and start listing them. So benefit 1, hit enter, and you can just click on add benefit and then just do benefit 2, enter, which doesn't really do much, but anyways. So you can start listing out your benefits, and it's going to look something like this. You can see the preview on the right side corner. Next, we want to actually set up the actual pricing for the silver subscription. So we're just going to go to the pricing plans here, click on fixed amount, and you have one payment for $15. And you can obviously feel free to change that, but it's not really going to be a fixed amount, is it? Because it's going to be a subscription. So you want to click on subscription. This is going to be reoccurring. And you also have the free subscription if you want to set this up for some reason. Even though you could think of the default members as the free subscription, right? So we can just click on subscription here, give it a price. So let's just go to, let's just say $10, and it's just going to repeat every month. So it's going to be once a month. If you want to change it so it's once a week, you can feel free to do so for some reason, and you can just go once a year if you want, which is, you know, the only option. But I'm just going to stick to once a month, which is the default one. And then we can just go in and scroll down a little bit. So included products is going to be the silver members, which is the main one. So this is going to be the actual main thing, which is going to give access to the silver pages, let's just call them, paywall. Sign up limits, I'm just going to leave it as off, but if you want to actually go ahead and do that, you can set it up from here. So this is going to be the dates where people can actually sign up to this. Once you're happy with all of these settings, you can simply just click on create from the top right corner. And we have actually created our silver subscription. So now that we have only the silver subscription, I removed the others because we're going to do it this way. We're just going to create the members and then create subscriptions for them. If you want to do it a different way, you can actually go ahead and create this as the main subscription thing and then just make it so that you have different plans underneath. And then you can just simply click on paywall, and this is going to be where you customize the actual paywall. So this is going to be what people see that don't have this upgrade. So become a silver member, which is something that I wrote over here, and description of this page will be available once you actually upgrade. And then the obvious pricing plans that do actually offer this page, which is going to be the silver subscription. So now we can simply just go back to website. And now we can actually see how this reflects on the pages section. So now from the main website page here, if you just go to pages, we should be able to find main navigation, not linked like we discussed before, and now we can actually see members sites. So we have these silver members here, as you can see, and if you want to start adding pages to that, we can feel free to click on that, and we should be able to do so from here. So let's say we want to start. This is the home page for the silver members, by the way, so you can feel free to customize it as you actually like. If you don't know how, you can simply just click on edit, and you're going to have all the capabilities with what you have with the original Squarespace editor. So you obviously go ahead and click on anything that you want to change. Edit section, let's say we want to change the background, click on background, click on the actual background, click on replace, upload file, and then you can just simply upload a file. If you want to start changing the colors and stuff like that, the actual text, what is actually going to be available in here is all included within this page. So everything that is included in this page or any other page within the members area is only going to be accessible to people who have the actual silver membership. So let's just go back and add one more page. So click on add page. Let's just add a blank one for the sake of it, and we can just call it locked to silvers. And now you can obviously feel free to again customize this to your liking. And now we have our first membership good to go. So this is because this is the way we actually set it up. What we wanted to do is just go back home, go back to content and memberships, go back to products, and then from here we can actually see we have the first one, which is the silver subscription, which has the included content silver members. So we can now start by clicking on create again and click on member site and do the same steps again. So you would want to go ahead and give it, for example, gold members, and it's pretty much the same exact step. I can't even spell members. There you go. Continue, and then you would want to go in and set up the same things over and over again. So now we have two different ones. We have member sites and silver members. This is the second one for the gold members. So if you click on that, we want to go to pricing plans. We want to remove everything that is, pre-existing here. And then we just want to click on create new and give it a new pricing plan. So you would want to give it gold subscription, give it the actual pricing point, which is going to be this. Let's just do $20 a month. And then I'm just going to click on create. And then you're going to have, the individual pages that are related to it. This is pretty much how it actually works. Just make sure you change the paywall. Welcome to this. This page is only available for members. And yeah, you get the idea. You can feel free to change the text here and you should be good to go. If we just go back, we can go to pages. And now we can actually see we have two different members sites areas with individual pages that are set for each one of them. So with that being said, hopefully you found this video to be informative and helpful, and thanks for watching.